Hello, welcome back to the channel, and I hope you've all had a brilliant Christmas or happy holidays, however you've celebrated. Now that Christmas is over and we've all spent that extra time with the family, if you're like me, you're probably itching to getting back to doing some sim racing. Now, some of you over Christmas may be lucky enough to have acquired a VR headset. You may have been gifted a VR headset, or you may already have a VR headset. It has come to my attention that if you want to do rallying in VR on the PC, your choices are somewhat limited. You've got a bit of Rallycross in Project Cars 2. You've got the Codemasters Dirt, initially that was released without VR, but the fans begged and begged and begged and asked, and they did deliver. And then you've got Richard Burns Rally that has been modified to work with VR. Obviously, we all know about the Codemasters Dirt series. That is their simulation rally go-to title. But guys, now that I've installed the Rally Sim fans.hu Richard Burns Rally installation, made me feel like I want to put Dirt Rally in the bin. Well, visually, although it reminds me of almost like an oil painting, the graphics are right up there. It is the latest title. The ground, dirt, smoke, dust effects are all up there. It ticks a box. The sound's not too shabby either. It sounds decent. You hook your wheel up, it works. But unfortunately, when you throw on the VR headset and you get into Dirt Rally 2 in VR, it really does show up all its faults. So my issue is that when you're in VR in Dirt 2, it's almost as though you're not driving the car. The visuals are there, the sounds are there, but none of the force feedback or physics really relate through the wheel. And it's a really disconnected experience. Whether this could be, mitigated with different force feedback settings, maybe a special force feedback file, I don't know. But I don't ever remember Dirt Rally 2 being so bad. Yes, the physics on the tarmac have always been crap, but just the general gravel and off-road, it's almost like there's no feeling. As compared to Richard Burns Rally, it's got everything. It's such a visceral, amazing experience. You are feeling alive on the edge of the seat, on the edge of your driving ability. There is speed, there is every little thing you're doing is fed back through the wheel and you can feel it. The only way I can get this across to you guys out there, and if you've ever used the direct drive wheel, it's like using a direct drive wheel for 2 or 3 months, then jumping back to something like my Logitech G27. You are astounded and shocked that it's like there's nothing coming from this wheel. It's like you can't feel, and it's there. There are such subtle undertones, and if you only use this wheel for a couple of months, you get used to it and you'd be alright. But the disparity between the two sims is just, it's gastronomical. I really cannot believe how a 17-year-old simulator shows up Codemasters Dirt Rally. In fact, Codemasters, I know you follow Brummies, but you really should be ashamed, because there is no competition. Every year you're pushing out some decent arcade titles, then you throw out the Dirt that's meant to be the simulation title. But I've been in this scene now for long enough to know what decent force feedback feels like, and Dirt Rally doesn't have any. It does not have decent force feedback. And I think that's why people are saying Richard Burns Rally is the ultimate rally simulator. So I'm sat here and it probably sounds like I'm saying Richard Burns Rally is just the best ultimate rally simulator ever. And that's probably really stretching the truth, because the problem with Richard Burns Rally is this is a 17-year-old game slash sim whatever you want to call it. And I'm not at all going to slag it off, because the fact that it's even available for free, may I add, you can go to Rally Sim Fans site, download an installer, pull down a massive array of tracks and cars that have been built and added by fans. You also get the base Richard Burns Rally game, which on my instance is broken. It doesn't work. Perhaps that's because I'm using new physics, not looked into it. But what I'm trying to say, guys, is Richard Burns Rally is great when it works properly and it all comes together. After trying a few different tracks and a few different cars, there are inherent issues. When you swap to different cars in VR, the seating positions are all out of kilter, they don't stay the same. You'll spend ages messing about getting the seat in the right position. The physics seem to suit some cars and not other cars. Some cars are clearly not developed very well, clearly don't work with the physics of the game. For example, I was driving a rear-wheel drive Ford Escort that I could not wheel spin off the line, I could not get it to brake traction. Going through the gears, the top end, I understand the rev range, it boosted up, but you dropped it into a higher gear, it seemed to be stagnant and slow to pick up. And then when I was using the handbrake, the rear tyres would really overheat quickly and they would spin you on the top, whereas I can't even get this thing to wheel spin off the line. There are many inconsistencies in Richard Burns Rally, and I'm not going to slag it off. I'm not going to diss it because it's available for free. It's packaged in an installer that you just tick a few boxes, the options you want. It's all done for you. It is fantastic and it's free. So at no point am I sitting here slagging it off, because I really appreciate the time and dedication that others are putting into it for no monetary gain. Now, if you've not tried Richard Burns Rally, you've got the time over this Christmas period. Download, install. It is a big installer. If you go for all the tracks, all the things that's been added to it, it's about 90 odd gig, but you're going to get such enjoyment from it. But I'm going to take a quote, it's not my quote. I've either read this online or got it from another video. I can't remember the exact source, but somebody said, the problem with Richard Burns Rally, you're going to spend more time configuring it and messing with the options than you are perhaps going to be driving in it. And that is true. But like, it's almost been like on the perfect road in the perfect weather at the perfect moment with the perfect song on. That point in time, nothing touches it. And I hope my passion and you know, just sitting and chatting about this comes across. To this day, I'm wowed that I can be sat here in a family space, rattling down a Norwegian stage on the edge of my driving ability, feeling like I'm having 10 bells of shit knocked out of me with the steering and the input, and I'm on that thinner line of binning it and wrecking my race. It feels so real and so engaging of it. I've seen many people online saying Dirt 2 amazing experience. Go and try Richard Burns Rally, because if Dirt 2 is an amazing experience, it's like 50 times what Dirt 2 can deliver. I'm going to shut up now because I've probably gone on for too long. Honestly, guys, go and try it out. It is free. It is easy to install. And if you've got VR, it's an experience that, frankly, you shouldn't be able to get at home. Experience that you can't put a monetary value on. If you want to go rallying, there's just no other way to do it other than getting a real rally car and going out and trying it. And as half of us haven't got the talent, we're not going to die at the end of the experience. Anyway, guys, I hope you're enjoying your Christmas break. Enjoy the rest of the festivities, and I will see you soon in another video. Peace out.